As I've told you guys many times already before, that the Teen Titans is my second favorite superhero team, just coming under the X-Men. And while I have seen a lot of things of the X-Men, the Bryan Singer movies, a lot of the other movies directed by other people, and as well as, the awesome animated series, and as well as the anime, and also several video games, I've always had a soft spot for the Titans, and as you guys may know, my favorite incarnation of the team is the Marv, Wolfman, and Perez team that I didn't actually end up reading until I was a teenager. That was while I got hooked into comics. But there is one big major storyline that Marv, Wolfman, and Perez have created that I've never read, but I've heard so many people talk about: the Judas Contract. This amazing comic book had been, or graphic novel, had also been adapted into the Teen Titans episode Terra and Aftershock, the two-parter. So it does make sense that it is so popular that it is referenced to Teen Titans history even still nowadays. But back in 2016, this movie had been announced, and I have to say that I was pretty hyped up for it, but I didn't actually get to see it until just now. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Lazy Universe movie review, as I will be talking about an animated film and giving you my honest opinions on it. Wow, sorry about that. And this is the Teen Titans film that is probably the only one that is relevant aside from Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo, and another one that I'll probably be talking about later on in the channel. I've already talked about the Teen Titans animated series, so welcome, my friend, to my honest review of. Greetings, kids and nerds, and boys and nerds, and white and nerdy. Yes, I have just actually have seen Teen Titans, the Judas Contract movie based off of the comic book or graphic novel by Marv Wolfman and George Perez back during the 80s run of the Teen Titans. So this is just my honest opinion and review of this movie, and yes, I know Optimus Prime is very misleading, but I do not own any Teen Titans merchandise of shirts, unfortunately. I don't even think that they really have any, but I haven't really shut to look. The only ones that I've seen are like the ones that kids wear for Teen Titans Go. So this is just my opinion on this animated movie that is directed by Shang-Chi himself, Sam Liu, which in case a lot of people don't know, he is actually a director over at DC doing some of the animated movies. He's done a lot of the animated films. So this is just my opinions and my honest review of this movie. And I gotta say, I have to admit that this movie is pretty damn awesome. Granted, I'm not gonna say that this is the best movie that I've ever seen come out from DC, but I have to say that it is on par with one of the best movies that I've seen come out from DC Animation. And also, this film does a great job on capturing on the team's history of the Teen Titans, even so from relevant from the past into nowadays. So this is actually pretty damn cool, especially to see. So team is actually formed up of Blue Beetle, Terra, Raven, Robin, Nightwing, and Starfire as they end up going through a whole bunch of problems, especially with Terra. Now I have to say that one of my favorite things that this film actually indeed does right is capturing the motivation and the honor and respect of the team, especially both on the field and behind the field, and especially the one that really misuses the team a lot because he's a little shit, and that is Damien, which I think Damien is really well captured, in a majority of this film. I really did like that he was a little shit, like a mouthy little brat, and especially later on in the movie, Deathstroke actually says that he's a mouthy little brat, and it's like, yeah, that Damien in a nutshell. Damien will always be a mouthy little brat. But I do kind of like that this is a different new team dynamic, and something that kind of annoyed me in a sense, but then I kind of looked past it and just enjoyed the movie for what it was. They make so many references to Starfire and Nightwing's relationship, both on the team and also like behind the scenes, like making love with each other, and it's like it's okay, but it doesn't need to be referenced, so many times. They referenced it like at least 4 times by my count in this thing. But I really do like the relationship aspect that they went with it. I'm glad that they went with the Starfire and Nightwing entitled relationship into this movie. And I gotta say, this movie all things around, it was pretty well handled, and especially like I said with the team aspect, which really does play off, especially later on in the movie when they're all hanging out together, and you really get to understand how the Teen Titans are really one of my favorite teams because they act so much like a family. The original tagline for the Titans was Titans Together, but instead we didn't know them as Titans Go, but the Titans really do make the honor system of Titans forever. And especially when they're hanging out and just taking pictures with one another, yeah, that feels like something that the Titans would do and just enjoy being them goofy selves and just enjoy being an all-around family. Because of course, from being a team of teen superheroes with attitude, they are indeed a family, and you really do get that both when they're on the field and also when they're off the field. But of course, this movie is called the Judas Contract, so it's very much focusing on Terra in the movie. And I gotta say that Terra is all in all very well handled. I didn't even look to see who her voice actress was, but she did a very good job of encapsulating Terra. And especially there were a lot of moments that she had, especially one scene that she had with Beast Boy, where they share a tender moment where she talked to him about being abnormal in the team of superheroes. And then Beast Boy pointed out, he goes, yeah, everyone is abnormal. Look at Robin. Look at Nightwing. Look at Starfire. Look at Raven. And then she goes, well, aside from your internet addiction, because what's funny in this is that Beast Boy is addicted to Twitter. And in fact, when he first discovered it, he called it Tweeter. That is funny. I'm going to reference it as that from now on. But she says, aside from your internet addiction, you're pretty normal. And Beast Boy just points at himself and he's like, green, overused, shapeshifter. And especially if you look at Beast Boy's past with the Doom Patrol, yeah, Beast Boy is used to the abnormal. He is totally, completely different and separated from this entire team, which I did like that moment where Beast Boy kind of pointed out, yeah, the Titans are a family. They're a family of mischiefs. Just like the X-Men. This is why I love them so much. And speaking of X-Men, Terra's backstory is actually a lot related to most of the X-Men from the team, because if you are a fan of Terra, you should know that she was treated kind of as a mutant, even though she is a metahuman. You know, Terra was abused. Terra was almost killed in front of a lot of people because her parents just didn't give a fucking crap about her, which you honestly feel for her in this sense. Which is why she has this soft relationship or tender relationship with Slade, and the movie does play upon the she really wants Slade's disco stick, if you know what I mean. But instead of Beast Boy figuring out that she betrayed the team, it's actually Robin, or Damian Wayne, that actually finds out that she betrayed the Titans and the whole family. Aside from being based upon the comic book, something that I like that this movie does is it actually ties it in to the animated movie universe, because they do make a reference to both Batman versus Robin. They also make a reference to Son of Batman, which is where Damian in the animated film universe first appeared. And I actually did like that they pulled that together, because when Robin made a reference to the Lazarus Pit to Slade, I went, I see what he did there. But in this version, they make Slade or Deathstroke very questionable. Like, I love Deathstroke, as a villain, especially as a Titan villain, and especially in the Teen Titans animated series. Ron Perlman, I almost said Wilson, sorry. Ron Perlman really made the character shine and being threatening. This voice actor for Slade really makes him more of a creepy pedophile, and I know that's kind of like bad to say, but he really comes off of that, especially with the relationship with Terra, where Terra wanted to bang him, even though that he said that he never did. We as the viewer don't really know that in the storytelling perspective. We don't really know if he went that full length or anything, which I don't mean to sound creepy. It's just that the film points it out very heavily. And then in a later scene where he's interrogating Robin, he says, "You will call me Papa and bring me my pipe." It's like, very, very misleading kind of subjects here that we're talking about. But all things in seriousness, Slade later on is played very serious, and which made me happy, because later on when Slade becomes the mercenary that we all know and love, when he was doing it like that, I wanted to see him die, truthfully, in the film. But you also have Brother Blood in the film, and Brother Blood in this film, actually, he's a pretty surprising villain, and truthfully, I was very terrified of this guy. I mean, Brother Blood is an immortal who bathes in the blood of his enemies just so he can gain his immortal powers, which is fun to play around with, and the voice actor was very threatening as Brother Blood. Especially later on when he's talking to Deathstroke, I was like, damn, this is a very great, impressive villain, especially when talking to Deathstroke. He was more threatening than frickin' Deathstroke. I feel like I should also point out that Brother Blood creates a machine that makes him look like Kevin Levin from Ben 10. I don't know why he did it, I don't know why this is happening, but it's pretty damn awesome, all things considering. Oh no, I really do like the movie of Teen Titans The Judas Contract, but there, admittedly, I do wish that there was a little bit more in there. Mostly, who gets the most character dynamic in the team is Starfire and Nightwing. They get the most of a relationship, of course, because they were in a relationship in the Marv Wolfman and George Perez comics. And they also do play a lot on Jaime, which I do like, and Jaime was voiced by Miguel Ferreira, and he honestly captured Jaime very, very well, which makes me even more excited for the Blue Beetle film that's coming out next month. And they also do play heavily on Terra, which I can't complain, especially that ending scene where Terra fights Slade and she holds off the Titan so she can kill Slade and also primarily herself. Yes, Teen Titan also did that as well, if you remember the infamous Aftershock episode where Terra believably died and killed Slade along with her, which was honestly probably the best scene from it and also won an award for like best written cartoon, I think, during the time. So yeah, you can see how this infamous story kind of rubs off on everything else. So yeah, Teen Titan, the Judas Contract, it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, I truthfully had a lot of fun with it and just enjoyed it for a movie as it is. Despite all of its flaws, I really had fun with this movie and just enjoyed the movie as a total. But all things considered, it was pretty damn good, and I was really impressed with how the movie ended. While I can admit it's not the greatest movie that's ever been made, I will say that I did like it for the animation quality, and it's also the impressive story really got me by the heart and the ears. So if you're looking for something new and unique to watch for the Teen Titans, I highly recommend checking out Teen Titans The Judas Contract. You might like it, and you might fall in love with it like I did towards the end of the movie. For both comic book fans and also Teen Titans fans, I just highly recommend just at least watching it at least once just to check it out, see if it works for you, and if it does or if it doesn't, let me know in the comments down below. But before I get to my final rating, I just have to point out a few things. The animation is really great, the voice acting is superb, and the story, while being pretty interesting, this has been done before, and in fact, while the movie does do it pretty damn good, I have to point out that the episode Terror and Aftershock of Teen Titans, the animated series, was better than this. While yes, the voice acting is on subpar quality, and you do really feel for both Beast Boy and Terra, who actually in the comics did have a relationship, something that Teen Titans Go would actually play upon. This is not actually the best story-wise quality that I can say, and then for definitely here. You could actually watch this and also the three episodes I pointed out from Teen Titans the Animated Series, Terra, Aftershock Part 1 and 2, and you wouldn't see that much of a difference. However, I am happy to announce that the movie, still in its quality, is still pretty damn decent and pretty damn good, and especially directed by Sam Liu, it was in good, capable hands. Teen Titans The Judas Contract should be at least watched at least once. But I would say that for some people, not myself because I have other projects to work on, I'd recommend checking out this movie and then comparing and contrasting it with both Terra and the Aftershock episode just to see the similarity and also differences. But it does have one of my favorite Teen Titans team in it, especially there was a moment in here with Blue Beetle and Beast Boy teaming up to take down Brother Blood, which I thought was pretty damn good. So, Teen Titans The Judas Contract, in my opinion, will deserve a vinyl pop rating of an Ultra Bloodstone. It may not look impressive as it is, and the story is not that impressive, but as Beast Boy quoted, it is still a diamond in the rough, and Teen Titans The Judas Contract is a very beautiful diamond. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my own Teen Titan team by subscribing and also join me on Twitter in the link in the description down below. I'm probably going to forever call it that from now on. Thank you, Beast Boy. Love the Greg Sipes. Yes, Greg Sipes did voice Beast Boy in here, which I gotta say, very, very respectful and nice. I also love how they pointed out one of the original Titans East team in the beginning. The original Titans East or Titans West team was Robin, Speedy, Bumblebee, Beast Boy, and yes, Kid Flash. But also, they also had Hawk and Dove, from what I can remember, and also they had Beast Boy's original Doom Patrol outfit, which I thought was nice too. So, guys, as always, check out Teen Titans: The Judas Contract. I know I have seen a lot of people call it the worst film that they have seen. I can't agree with that. It's not exactly the best film that I've ever seen, but it is still pretty damn good, and I am honored to have it in my collection. But, guys, join me next time as we'll be taking a look at a what if. What if the Teen Titans would have to go against the Justice League? You have to find out in a few days and hear my honest opinions. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter with the link in the description down below. And as always, guys, I've been waiting universe. I've been waiting nudie. Keep eking on and stay tuned for next time, where I'll be talking about Justice League versus Teen Titans. So until next time, guys, I've been waiting universe. I've been waiting nudie. Keep eking on, and as always, take care, guys.